Alright, so I got a call today. Back here in the city of Danville, Virginia. Look what we got. You know this is going to be interesting. I hope they don't eat me for breakfast. I did bring a veil just in case. This house, literally all the pieces, they built it down at the bottom and... yeah. Alright, let's get with it, people. I'll say it was a wild grape, but it may not be. It might be a domestic one somebody planted here years ago. I don't see anything interesting hanging on it here, though. Hadn't been pruned in forever. Alright, let's see here. Now, what you got to understand, you do one like this, your head is blocking the entrance. Your body is continually blocking the entrance. You can take some very gentle bees and shake their hive out and move the hive and be where the hive was and you get stung. That's just part of the fun. Alright, there's some old wax right there too. I don't know. Let me get with it. I got about 30 minutes of video. Alright, so I'm in a bit of a pickle, people. I didn't bring my saw because I didn't think I was going to need it. I wasn't figuring on these boards running back behind this thing on the porch. So, yeah, the colony goes from up at the top plate down to here. There's the bottom. So they found that much. I don't know what they got going on over here. You can tell it's relatively old. Look how old look how much propolis has been used here. So a couple of years maybe. Even all the way down to the bottom here, that's some relatively colorful stuff. The comb, that is. Well, after doing a little doctoring on their porch, which I don't think they'll mind, working on it. That sucker must have swarmed or done something. There's over half the colony that's not even covered by bees. Look how old this is, though. They've been in here long enough to coat that board with propolis. Look at the coat of propolis. Pretty stuff. A little bit different propolis than at the house, I think. Nah, similar. A lot of propolis work. Pretty. A little honey somewhere there. Oh boy. It's only, let me see, about 90 degrees. Good solid 85. Losing a little water up here, people. Alright, people, I'm coming back in the morning. I'll get this camera right up here. There ain't no bees in that hive. I don't know whether they swarmed, failed at mating the queen, what. I see some spotty capped brood right there. But it's too late for swarming kind of stuff. I need to come back with a saw. Yeah, cut right up that stud right there. And knock them two boards off of there and get it done. We'll do it in the morning, people. Here it is, June the 19th, Friday. 20 minutes till 7 in the evening. If it hadn't been for that little hang up, I'd have had it where I could have done it here. Now, about to get with it, peoples. Happy Saturday. Smoker about fogged me out the truck on the way over here. I'm gonna get up in there and cut in between those two studs on the right so that the bees don't have a place to run away from me. And yeah, get it clean all the way up to that top plate before I get started. Looks like a few more bees than I thought it was, but still they ain't, I don't know. Anywho, got y'all out of focus now. Let me throw a ladder up there and get going. Show it to y'all when I get the boards cut off, I guess. Yeah, them babies done thrown a swarm at some point, and they just barely recuperating. We got a queen in here some way. See the brood? Pretty sure. I'll know in a minute. Look up here though. That's where comb has been cut out of here before, and they don't tell it when it was. It's been a while, because see this board, the board that's right there is solid all the way to, I'm pretty sure it is solid all the way down to there. It was before this porch was put on here, because they couldn't have got to it otherwise. It ain't no telling how long ago that was. See where it was attached there? So, I don't know, that could have been 10 years ago or more. Anyhow, let me get this board off this thing. Now I got a little something I can work with. This is one that would have been dry as a bone by spring if they'd ever made it that long. I bet it ain't a, what, half a gallon of honey in there? Sourwood flow's getting ready to pick up, but I don't know how it is here in Danville. They pitched them a swarm. They're getting ready to hatch out some brood, and they would have been back busting again. But alrighty, let's see what we got. I don't know whether to chop that honey out first, that way the queen can't run up there. I may do that, and again I might not. I don't need that mess raining on me at the moment. Starting to warm up a little bit, people. See if I can get y'all a little video, people. I'm gonna be in the way in most of it. Give it a little attitude, people. I don't know whether I want to clean. I might try it, but I don't put up a whole lot of that. I quit counting now. I don't know. I've been packed a few times on that hand. They remind me of them I cut out last August for them over across the river. They wouldn't hardly let me reach in and grab a comb, ever, smoke or no smoke. And you can't have that. The way they act on the face of the hive, that ain't everything. See, now I got a spot open where I can get started here. I'm going to probably go on and clean all this out until I start getting into brood. Alright, little status update. They are not what I want. I've been tagged a few times. Quite a few times. Quit counting, I don't know how many. Mainly on the hands. You can't, they don't even respond to smoke, hardly. You gotta reach for a comb and one's gonna run out and tag you one way or the other. No good. No good at all. I'm being very nice. Now you talk about fun, you imagine the demolition crew right here, if they had to tear this sucker down with the bees too. But as far as I'm concerned, if I'd have known what I got right here now, I'd have just knocked them out. But I'm in the middle of it, so here we go. See this one dancing around in mid-air? Right there. That one's looking to sting something. Yeah. A little bit of honey up there. Fantastic honey. It's different. It's good. Well, the generator's being a pain in the tail. That sucker cut off on me. I don't know. I drained the bowl, so there might have been a little water running it. I'm going to try to do this with them like they are. I'm going to get stung up pretty good. So, here we go. Unless I smoke the fool out of them and they get nice all of a sudden, which I doubt is going to be the case. Queen catcher. JP the B-Man style right there. Oh. Get ready, ladies. All I can tell you, get ready. Here I come. How to do this thing. I'll shake them in that box, whoever will stay. They look like a bunch of old bees. They look exactly like they swarmed. Most of them gonna fly back up there and sting me in the back of the head, probably. If you need more smoke than that with a hive, something wrong. It just is. Smoke don't do nothing but just slow them up a little bit. Yeah, see that? Stung on that finger right there. What I ought to do is take about a half a gallon of gas up here and throw it on and call it a day. I ain't much on that. Y'all see me handle bees and all like that, but they go to acting like that right there. I have no tolerance for that load of garbage. If it's in somebody else's yard, I keep my mouth shut. But if it's my thing, crowd's immune to smoke. Yes, sir. Pissy bees, people. I went to hear Mr. Connor talk back in January, and he said pissy bees was a technical term, so I'm going to be mightily politically correct and keep it at that. That's what we got. Just about got me right between the eyes, little sucker. Y'all thought I was some kind of bee whisperer or something. Got eggs and pollen in that one. It's a queen in this thing. It's just, she don't deserve to live. Not quite enough stick in the front. That's some old wax too. They might go to get nice after I smoke the fool out of them. Watch, the queen's liable to run right out and stand in the palm of my hand. It's evil, these little suckers are. See, I need that honey bucket. There's a little bit of honey in here. It ain't enough to talk about, but I don't know how that camera's holding up. If it dies, I'll deal with it in a little bit. I think I can make that shot from up here. Well, they ain't coming for me yet, people. How many times are you gonna sting me? Day in the morning. I feel like I've been rolling around in lava here this morning a minute. To be honest with y'all, I don't care where that queen's at. She's probably gonna go under that knife as soon as I do find her. You got a little robin activity up here too, you'll notice. Actually, the hive tool it's undesirable. I had to attach that one nicely, didn't I? I don't know how they'll be at the house and hive. If I find her, I may very well just keep her just for the novelty of it. Just for the novelty of it, people. Gotta keep your eye full of smoke, do any good up here. Glad I lit this sucker good this morning. You talking about being in a bad way. You didn't have smoke. Right now, shoot. This is what I'm gonna do. Since I just assumed that queen be dead, I'm gonna cut right straight through here like this and take that brood out and then work on the honey. I'm going to have to follow the knife of smoke to do it. I have been stung, believe you me, and I ain't been counting, so that's that. Now the honey pot, leave it up there. It won't be as nasty of a mess now. Don't get kind of sloppy with it, people. Just lay this over here in the hive. The interesting bees, though, once you get past that initial attitude, they're not too bad. I'm going to just start propping it up down in there. I'm going to have to stand that vertical in frames. She could have initially been on this one. She's laying up pretty decent. Of course, she's going to be on the run now. Now that little old me showed up this morning, you know. I'm continually looking for. She's probably run up in the honey. I've gotten them over that initial pissy attitude, I think. That's just a matter of getting with it. I think they finally found out that they're dealing with somebody that ain't gonna take no crap. Look here, people. See ya? Pretty queen. if I didn't break a leg. So anywho, yeah, there's the queen, people. Let me get this mess cleaned up. Still, since I got her, I'll keep her. I'm pretty sure I didn't hang a leg up in that thing. Yeah. Alright, people, let me get it done here. Alright, so here we are. Got the honey out. Might have been I don't know, half a gallon. If I'm lucky. That's what's left. Did that without a vacuum. What I'm going to do is, I don't know, get one of these mess of old boards and pull a nail or two and build a little shelf right there to set the hive on. You see where that nail stuck out? About where the entrance was. You see that dark propolis right there? Well, okay, so when I get this done, I'll do that. I'm going to stick this comb in some frames right quick. The front porch on this house, about the only thing stout enough to hold a man. Yeah, y'all try that on. You got to put you right where you need to be. As far as defensiveness now, I'm 20 foot from the entrance. If they try to headbutt me here, they'll try to go. I'll try to figure out what the world the deal is while they're not at home, and they'll fly over there and try to defend that. So, as far as defensiveness, it shouldn't be a problem. And I guess this is what I come up with. Not too much of a robin fit over there, either. That bee's crawling up my leg. Either the flow has started, the sourwood flow, if it's doing here, or there ain't no colonies around. That I just don't know. Alright ladies, y'all will be a little bit nicer this time. If you want, I got something you can kiss. See how flighty they are? They're old bees, a lot of them. Let's see. Even the nurses are a little bit defensive. You're talking about some old wax, people. That is some old wax. Not desirable bees. You work up different genetic lines of them, and some bees will insist on being in your way all the time. They will always insist on being in the way you're famous. That's how you want to get stung. Not desirable. Good bees, when you touch them, just as soon as you touch them, they get out of your way. They don't try to be a pain in the tail. Y'all get the idea, don't you? Alright, got that whooping, people. The only waste in brood is them couple little pieces, few pieces of capped brood, and oh boy. I don't know what little pieces I cut off that honey and dropped on the ground down there. So what I'm going to do now is, like I was talking about, I reckon, is put that nail a shelf together and put it right there. I might actually leave that hive there for a couple days. I don't know. I'm saying it depends on how enthusiastic they're going to get about running to it. If they don't get crazy about it, I'll leave it there for a couple days. If they do, I'll take them home in a little bit. So here we goes. Alright, that's what we got. The generator did not want to run. I believe it's got water in it. Drained the bowl, that one worth 5 cents. Anyway, so I shook out what couple I had in a little basket and in the hive right there and set that sucker right there. Maybe it won't fall if a raccoon doesn't get to climbing around on it tonight. Guess I'll leave them there a couple days. They come back tomorrow evening and get them. They got sense enough to find that queen and then start using that box. Those, I didn't do a video. I did a video, but I figured the sucker was too corny to post. Last August of that cutout, I'll guarantee you that queen's mama was a sister to that one. They acted just like them. Absolute royal pain in the tail to try to handle. You go to reach for a comb, it doesn't matter whether you smoked them or not, one's going to run out and sting your finger. And that's just trash, in my opinion. So, if I came here tomorrow and that hive was laying on the ground, I'd just pick up whatever's here and leave with it and tell them gas it, suckers. That's my opinion on mean bees, people. They are not all equal, I will guarantee you. Got it done. Later on, I might do a video of them when I get them to the house. Maybe, if I get them to the house.